We're here with Paul Lawrence, spokesperson for Commercialville.tv, a brand new patented zip code targeted video-based search engine that's going to change the way local businesses advertise with video online. Thanks for being here. It's good to have you.
No, I appreciate it.
How did Commercialville.tv actually come about? What's the genesis?
The genesis of Commercialville.tv was to create something that solves the problem of the underserved local advertising community and delivering the search returns in the form of video assets that all these local advertisers were using on traditional media, local cable television, spot television, broadcast television, right, national, to take those video assets and push them out in the most geographically desirable areas possible so that the searchers, when they go to Commercialville.tv, can be entertained and enlightened about the goods or services that those advertisers are looking to promote.
What were the gaps that were there before this all got off the ground? What are the sorts of problems that Commercialville.tv actually solve for both consumers as well as for the advertising side of things?
They find exactly what they want, exactly where they want it in the form of that 15 or 30 or 60-second ad unit. They can interact with the advertiser right through what we call the instant advertising playbox, which is exactly an instant way for the searcher to communicate. They can communicate via email, text, or phone right with that advertiser right there on the screen. So they don't have to click away with a traditional search engine to find something else. From an advertiser's standpoint, you get to deliver and entertain that message and match what the searcher is looking for with a combination of keywords and zip codes that are going to match what that searcher is looking for. So the advertiser finds the exact consumer that wants their good or service instantaneously.
Talk to me about the experiences, the background of the staff for Commercialville.tv. What do they most bring to the table, you think?
So the staff of Commercialville.tv collectively have over 75 years of ad experience. A lot of it is local, a lot of it is traditional, but it's in the form of print, broadcast, radio, and now outdoors. So they took what they learned over that period of time and put it together in this one self-contained invention that's going to serve the masses and be able to scale locally around the country.
There's no doubt a lot of people are very familiar with other types of popular search engines, YouTube, Google, whatever it is. How does Commercialville.tv differ from those names?
So unlike Google, which obviously owns YouTube, YouTube was created to house the videos that were on Google's page because they needed a place to house them. They didn't know what to do with them. So when you go to YouTube and you search for something with a combination of keywords and zip codes, you might get something in your area, maybe 2 returns. Google is famous for, giving you returns near me. Near me is relative. Right? When you search for something on Commercialville.tv, it's in the zip code that you want, in the area that you want, and it's exactly what you want where you want it. With YouTube, they're not programmed for that. It's an aggregate so they can house all those videos, but most of the time it's not geographically desirable for the searcher.
And what are the types of search results that someone might expect to find with Commercialville as opposed to some of the alternatives?
So the search results that they'll find with Commercialville are all hyper local based, whether it's across the street or across town. So it's everything and anything under the sun that the advertiser wants to put into Commercialville. But again, it's in the most geographically targeted area possible. The tagline is what you want, where you want it. You don't want to have to go on a travel expedition to find something and spend money on gas, because that cuts into what you have to, pay for the product.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think that's true for a lot of people. Talk to me about the process that an advertiser has to go through in order to post the video spot. What does it look like if I'm the advertiser and I'm interested in learning more?
Sure. So you go to Commercialville.tv. You create what we call an ad count instead of an account. It's an ad count. You follow the simple steps by entering the name of the business as a brick and mortar. You're required to put your address of the store, zip code, city, state. And you get to pick from a 15, 30, or 60-second ad unit, browse it right off your computer, and upload it. You wait for it to render on our servers. You get an email back within probably a minute, minute and a half. You go right to the checkout page. You choose your flight date, which is how long you want to run for. Upload your credit card information and hit publish, and you're live. It's as simple as that.
How much does the advertiser pay for the service?
We have campaigns for a month that start as little as $15 a month for a 15-second unit, double for a 30. So the advertiser has to decide, do you want something that's for the moment with traditional media where it's 30 seconds and then it's gone? Or do you want it for the month where you have an elongated exposure on the platform and you can reach hundreds, if not thousands, of qualified consumers?
Sounds like there's a cool proprietary part to all this. Talk to me about the patents, a unique patent technology. Explain it, and how did that all come together?
Sure. So I took a risk in applying for a U.S. utility patent on the technology because it is proprietary. It is not off the shelf. It is custom. We were able, we had a good firm working with us, and we were able to secure 2 U.S. issued United States utility patents, 1 patent in Canada, utility patent, and we have 1 patent pending in the PRC. But the utility patents in the U.S. are the ones that are really most valuable.
I can't imagine getting a patent's easy.
No, it's not easy. It was my first time, and I listened to the advice of counsel. And, it's like me, if someone said, can you fly a plane? I'm like, no, I'm going to stick with what I know.
Fair enough. Well, clearly you know a lot about the space with the success you've had. Of course, it's not just businesses that have pre-produced commercials by any means. Private sellers who have products that want to sell can use the site, even just using their simple smartphones, right? What does that process look like?
So there's another area within Commercialville.tv on the homepage called Local Yokal, which is a local video flea marketplace. So you have someone who wants to sell a couch. They want to sell silverware. Anything they want to sell. With the advent and the advancement of smartphones, they can utilize their smartphone to create a 15, 30, or 60-second unit, upload it to Local Yokal, and they only have to provide their city, state, and zip code. Because they're private sellers, they decide if they want to do business with someone who reaches out to them. We did that on purpose because we didn't want to go into the area of any liability or anything happening with people showing up unannounced. So you have dual revenue streams in brick and mortar for Commercialville.tv, and then Local Yokal for the private sellers marketplace. And what's interesting is the private sellers marketplace, they also could own brick and mortars as well, because the truth is everybody at one time or another has something to sell. It's how do you present it in the best possible light?
Local Yokal is a great name, by the way. Can you give us some statistics, some overall stats on video usage in the future? And do you see these sorts of statistics increasing?
Yeah, 100%. So eMarketer, which is the firm that tracks video usage online, said that video usage and engagement, you're more likely to have 100% more engagement by using a video asset than any other type of asset. The amount of time that people spend watching videos online every month is increasing by an average of 6 to 8 hours per year. So it is a video world that we live in. And you got to remember, the first thing people look at when they click on a stagnant link that's returned to them in the current SEO space is, I wonder what this looks like. Do they have a video? We cut out that process because we give them the video instantaneously.
What do you see as being the future for Commercialville.tv?
Good question. Well, we want to rule the world from a local advertising standpoint. I believe we're going to solve the problem of the local advertiser, deliver what they want, and make them happy in reaching the consumers that are going to spend money because they put their best foot forward in the form of that 30 or 15-second ad unit.
How can advertisers learn more?
Very simple. Just log on from your smartphone, desktop, tablet, any type of computer. Go to www.commercialville.tv, and the site's there. It's live. Even if you go to commercialville.com, which we own also, it'll flip to .tv in case you make that mistake.
That's Paul Lawrence. He's the spokesperson for Commercialville.tv, brand new patented zip code targeted video-based search engine, going to change the way local businesses advertise with video online. Thanks for being here. Congratulations.
Pleasure. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely.